Welcome back, everybody. This week we're going to try to get our head on and hopefully get the engine completely sealed up, or at least mostly. But before we pull the engine bag off of it, we're going to try to get these rocker stands milled. So we just started taking them all apart, and it also gives us a good opportunity to inspect them, and everything is looking good so far. We just got this last one to take apart, and we just need to mill this down where the stud goes. These should have already been milled because this engine had studs in it when we took it apart, but they didn't. They may have just been running without washers. I don't remember the situation. So we got into the OptiTorque studs box, and there's some instructions. It says we need to mill down 195 thousandths, and we need to come over 1 inch and 80 thousandths. So we're going to get them set up in the mill, start milling these things down, and then we'll clean them up, put them all back together, lube them, of course, and then we'll pull the bag off the engine, get the head on there, start torquing that thing down, and go from there. Last two. Yep. That's it. See how he did.
For some reason.
Two inches, 187. 2 inches, 187 and a half. Not too bad. 5/10 thousandths difference. It says in the instructions you're allowed 3 thousandths of variation this way. Basically add a parallel from this surface to this surface. So we've been checking that just to make sure it's flat. You know, I guess if this was too crooked, when you torque that head bolt down, it's going to want to be trying to kick it over, like flex the bolt, I guess. So we're making sure that we're good and flat, you know, this direction. So far, everything's looking pretty good. I think the tolerance, they don't even give you a tolerance really for the depth of cut. I don't think it's really all that critical. But Anyway, now we just got to get them deburred. We got to get all this stuff cleaned up. We need to clean ourselves up, make sure there isn't any chips on us that's going to be falling off. Now I think we can start putting our head on, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's the new head. We just got it all cleaned up. This was just the bare head. They put the original valves back in it. They should have ground them and all that stuff, and it looks like they may have found the problem with this one. It looks new. But the rest of them should be original valves. We've got power drivens. I believe this is what they call the street conicals. So it's a 60-pound valve spring, I think. Yeah, we got the upgraded locks. We got the nice locks on there. So this sucker should be ready to go. So that's all cleaned up. Now we just need to get the bag off of the engine. We need to clean the deck and drop our head gasket on. We're ready to rock and roll.
About time.
It is about time. This feels like a major step. I'm glad we're finally taking it.
Yeah, definitely taking long enough.
With a little luck, we won't even need that engine bag again.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I swear you could clean this thing 1,000 times and you'd still find something.
Yeah.
So we opted for the Molly head gasket. It's kind of mixed reviews on the Interstate McBee one. So there we go. Hopefully that thing will hold up. So we did check our piston protrusion on every one of them, and they were all right at 25 thousandths, which is well within spec. See, what does it say? 24 to 28?
Yep.
Yeah, 24 to 28. It's the spec on piston protrusion. So we've got a standard thickness gasket here because of it. We're on the dowels.
Just getting it up this high is gonna be fun.
Come on, old timer. I got faith in you.
Nope, we're crooked.
Whew.
Oh, engine's down. We're putting in some work now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we start lubing up studs and dropping them in.
And the push rod drop down in there.
Yeah, push rods. I guess I'll continue cleaning rockers.
All right, so we're gonna get these push rods put in here. These were what was in it, and they're Hamilton HC12B, which is an Hamilton extreme duty push rod, which is pretty cool. I mean, these are supposedly, according to Hamilton, these are a lot thicker. They're 10.5 millimeter diameter, 120 wall, which is supposed to be like 3 times the strength of the OEM ones. So, these were in the engine, they're in good shape, so bonus there.
Well, I think we're ready to start dropping these in. It says to use oil on the coarse threads. This goes into the block. And then on top, they supply you with the lube they want you to use. And it says to just hand tighten them down in here by hand or very light tool assistance. That's what they said. So I may stick an Allen in here just to speed this process up, but not supposed to put any pressure on it, any torque. Now we just got to lube all this stuff. We need to lube the studs, we got to lube the nuts and the washers and everything. I'm assuming we ain't going to go too crazy because this little canister doesn't hold that much.
No. Yeah, it definitely looks like a little must go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, engine building's a lot of work.
I know. Too bad nobody told us this before we started.
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, we must be doing it right because we're just about to the bottom of our lube.
Mm-hmm.
Now time for the real fun.
Yeah, my favorite part.
Yeah. Glad Bub came back for this. Of course, to be fair, I think he's got catching up to do on this bolt torquing.
I don't know. If we're going by pounds, inch pounds,
yeah, maybe.
foot pounds even, I think I got you whooped.
Nah, I'm going by the bolt. Just putting on the oil pan is an insurmountable deficit. 4 million bolts in that oil pan. Had to go around it 17 times to get them to stay tight too. So according to the instructions, we're going to tighten the studs in increments of 45, 100, and 125. And then it says tighten the bolts to 25, which is these pedestal mounting bolts. So that's what we're going to do. It is highly recommended to have one smooth, steady throw motion of the tightening device to achieve final desired torque. So I guess you ain't got to worry about that till you get to 125.
$125.
Hopefully our chrome socket don't break.
Hopefully. One cylinder head, well, still got to torque the other ones.
You sure you got them all?
Yep.
Did you miss any?
Nope.
Man, that was a lot of work. I'm sweating.
Yeah, one head torqued.
Sweet. So what do we do now?
I reckon, because we should be set at top dead center, so we could do initial valve adjustment.
All right.
That way that'll be done. You could set valve covers on it if you wanted to. I have to worry about that for a minute.
Yeah. So we can put our tappet cover on.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna put the old one on it for now, so we can paint this thing and not have to mask off the tappet cover. All right, so you wanna do overhead first?
Yeah, might as well. So number one intake.
10 thousandths?
Yep.
Which one too tight? A little tighter? Okay.
There.
Yep.
So good?
Mm-hmm. All right, there's that one. Exhaust is 20. That's too tight. All right.
There.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
And then intake on number two.
There we go.
And exhaust, I think it's exhaust on three, I think.
All right.
And I think it was intake on four.
Exhaust on 5.
Intake on four, exhaust on five. Or just exhaust on five.
Oh yeah, intake on 4.
Still good.
Mm-hmm. And exhaust on 5. All right, now we gotta roll it.
Yep, and we're gonna roll it 360.
Okay.
So now, should have exhaust on 2, intake on 3, exhaust on 4. Intake.
Everything that's left, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm. All right, well that wasn't too bad. Now it's just a matter of getting it all sealed up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna put the injectors in next. Kind of exciting, get to slap these suckers in there. And the book says to put a little anti-seize around the body here where the nut grabs onto this ring, and to put a little on the threads of the nut.
Yep. Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, that's enough for anybody.
We're using the thin sealing washers, 20 thousandths.
Yeah.
And I just used a little dab of assembly lube just so it don't fall off on you when you're going into the and of course these have a little notch down in the bore where this ball goes. So once you get it in there, you can kind of twist on it a little bit and you'll know it's in there. But look at that. Put our nut on. And torque, tighten these, hold down nuts to 44 foot-pounds. wrench ain't much with this big old torque wrench.
So now we can go ahead and throw on the tappet cover, get that closed up. Not doing much for the looks of our engine.
That ain't no joke. Valve covers and intake.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I think we'll just set the valve covers on there for now. When we get ready to paint, I'd probably like to throw them in the blast cabinet. Blast them.
Yeah.
So we can set them on there just to keep dirt out. Intake has already been blasted and cleaned. Here's the intake. Cleaned up pretty good. Got the grid heater out of it. I don't know, are we gonna put a grid heater back in it? Nah, we don't need no stinking grid heater.
Yeah, I don't think you need no grid heater.
Yeah, all it's gonna do is rob horsepower. Just a little bit of gasket on here we need to get off, but yeah. The grid heater's gotta be worth at least 2.
At least.
We're missing a bunch of these. They were missing when we got it, so we're gonna have to come up with some more bolts.
So how many we got? 4? 5?
That's it. Nothing to it. Yep. So Cummins manual says you take a dull chisel and just basically you're peening this, and every time you hit it, it stretches the metal and expands it. And a little bit of heat, because it had some retaining compound in there, as you can see. Just broke that stuff loose. Just knocked it in a few places. Slipped right off of there.
Okay.
You like it?
I think so.
Oh, well, he was over there banging around. I got the crank snout cleaned up. So I guess we're ready to put this new wear sleeve on there. Put a little of this green goo. I guess we'll just tap it on there just like the other one. This one seems a little bit tighter than the other one. Still looks pretty straight. Of course, I noticed that those balancer bolts overhang the edge of the cranks. We could use those to push that on here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it is still moving. I'll beat on it a little more. No, it doesn't really feel like it's moving. It might be, but it's very slow. I think we'll give these a try. think it's working fine. That's that. All bottomed out. All right, now we can go ahead and get this front cover stuck on here. We're just gonna do it dry for now, because at the moment it's just serving to keep dust off of this, out of this gear case. Then again, we'll put tape on the back side of these two holes. Then this sucker will be pretty much sealed up.
Just easier to get started.
There we go. Nothing to it. Now that's on there temporarily. We'll get all this taped up, so we don't need to worry about an engine bag or any of that.
Yep, nice to have a sealed up engine.
Yep.
All the contaminants getting in there. So that's about all the time we got for this one. So hopefully on the next one we can get some paint on this thing and make it look pretty.
Yep.
But that's for another day. So if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. We'd greatly appreciate that. And then don't forget to go in the comments and type subscribe. That'll get you entered into our monthly giveaways. So this month we're giving away a Visa gift card. That way you can pick anything you want out of anything in the world, I reckon. Hopefully it's tool related, automotive related, something. But anyway. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. We appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.